That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Up we go.
Throwing, Jones. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Here we go. Out we go.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Giants at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Timberland. Number 6.
Now Jones. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Breaks through the contact. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter!
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper! Triple right, Pacino! Triple right, half 88.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Go, Cutter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Gold River! Gold! F-18! F-18! Why shift to cruise? Why shift?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll take this to the 46.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Another run for Gibbs here. Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. Calm. Adriana Lima. Up we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cockroach. Okay, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Chip. Up and go.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Half 18.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Troy, 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Biggie. Up and go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards yards away. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And bulldozing his way through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Come on, ready?
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Gold. Okay, here we go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 53 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Jones throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. There he goes, left side. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 70 yards. yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Half 18, half 18. Flick right, flick right, flick right. Up, jump.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 21 yards away. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Wide shift to Crude. Crude. Up and go.
Throwing on second down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cockroach. Up and go.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man Johnson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for two.
Okay, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Why shift to Crude? Up and go.
Throwing Jones. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Gold gutter, gold gutter, gold gutter, gold gutter. Timberland, 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 Timberland. Up and go.
Now Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on second down. Jones flushed out right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Okay, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Great, 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 great. Up we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Cadence, lock it.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's got daylight. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it. It's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit Johnson. Up go.
Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Rita. Here we go, hey.
To throw is Jones. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 95 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pushing his way through. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.